Hey everyone, this is Benjamin here from the African Geek and you are welcome to this fantastic tutorial inside of Canva. Today what you see on my screen is what we are going to be creating, so relax and stay tuned and I should be right back after the intro. So before we get into our design, one thing I would want to recommend to you is Canva Pro, just in case you are looking at doing more with Canva when it comes to scheduling your content directly from Canva to other social media platforms, resizing one design into various social media platforms, removing your background design, adding so many media kits to be able to work with multiple clients. And I think Canva Pro is the best option for you to go with. So there's a special link I have in the description box that can help you to try Canva Pro for free for 30 days. What are you waiting for? Try the link and get started today. So without any much ado, let's dive into Canva and let's get started with today's design. Okay, so this is what we are going to be making today, like I showed you before. And the first thing I'm going to do is to create a new page, which I have done already, and the dimension is 1080 by 1350. So after you do that, the first thing you have to do is to come into elements and search for gradient. Okay, so gradient, and you're going to see so many options like I am seeing over here. So come into graphics. In graphics, I'll choose this rectangular one because it gives me the option to choose or to change colors. So you can choose any other one. This one also does the same, I believe so. Yeah, so it does the same thing, but I would want to go with this and I'll increase the size. Okay, so now I come into the first color option. I will choose a red. Let me come here and choose a red. Then come to the second one and choose a yellow. Okay, and just in case you want to understand what all of this gradient is about, I have a special video I made, okay, just explaining gradient and the gradient element in Canva. So I think it's a video you should watch after this particular video. So you can see that's the thumbnail on the screen right now. Yeah, so after you do that, just no, I wouldn't click on change or because I have this one over here. Okay, so then still in gradient, we just will scroll down and find this circular gradient element. Okay, so we are going to use the same color codes for it. So I'll use the red, choose the second one and choose the yellow so that we can have it like this, and I drop it here. Okay, then I'll duplicate it, reduce the size. You can position it here and you can also rotate it. Okay, just be creative when it comes to this. Okay, so let me reduce it. Let me reduce it like I said and position it here. So you can see this is what we have at the moment. Very easy and very simple, and that's what we've been able to achieve in terms of the circles. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is to go into, okay, so still in elements, you just have to search for 3D hat. Okay, so once you search for 3D hat, you see all of these options over here, so you can choose any of them. Okay, and you can reduce the size, position this one here. You just have to be creative. Come to flip it horizontally, and it can be here. The size, all the sizes should vary. So you can see what I did over here. So I can just take this and copy and paste. Okay, I'd rather copy the circle. I wanted to rather copy this. Okay, so to find this element, let's see. So just search for 3D icon, like 3D icon. Okay, so let's see, like 3D icon. Okay, you should be able to find a lot of things like that. So once you scroll down, you should take your time to search through and you'll find it. You can see there's one of them. So that's what we are going to be spreading around. Okay, so I would choose this, copy and paste it, and I would flip it, okay, and make it more bigger here. Then I can come to edit image. In edit image, I'll go into adjust, then make it blur. You understand? So this is a few things you just have to do. So maybe I should just put one here and reduce the size. Okay, so now what you'd have to do is to go to the element website, which is elements.theafricangeeks.com, and search for Instagram Live. You'd find a circular 3D element, so just download it and upload it into Canva. Okay, then you can proceed with the next steps. Okay, so I'll just come into my uploads, and in uploads you just have to search for this particular element I mentioned earlier. So I'll increase the size, okay, to something like this and position it here. Okay, so let me increase it more and position it somewhere here. Okay, so you can see how it's looking. Then I come into my upload, still in my uploads, and I will search for a photo I want to use. So in this case, you can use a stock photo if you want, but I would use my own photo. So feel free to choose any photo at all you want. Okay, so this is the photo I want to use of myself. Okay, so I add it, I come to edit image, and all I have to do is to choose BG remover, and this is one of the benefits of Canva Pro. That's why I keep saying that, even if you're not ready to upgrade to Canva Pro, you can at least try Canva Pro for 30 days free, because it comes to so many features I believe speeds up your workflow. Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. Let's dive back and let's see how we are going to continue with our design. Okay, so you can see the background of my image has been removed. So all I have to do is click on apply and position it here. So you can see this is where the whole trick comes in. Hold up. Okay, so let me increase it so that you can see it well. Okay, so now what we are going to do is I would select the 3D live circular ring or whatever it's called, and I'll duplicate it and I'll position it straight on my photo. Okay, then I'll drop my photo because I don't want the cutout version or the cutout part of my photo to show. Okay, so with the duplicated ring, what I'm going to do is I would crop just the bottom part of it. Okay, so I would drop it here. You can see what I'm doing. Very nice. Then I will duplicate it again, position it right where it was. Okay, and this time around I would increase this part of it and I would crop this side out, so you can see how it's looking right now. So I duplicated it twice. The first one is just to cover the bottom part of me, and the second duplicate is to cover this part of me. You understand? Because if not, it will be looking very funny because it's a circle. You understand? So this is this is the only thing you need to do. So I select all of it, okay, plus the one behind, and what I would actually recommend is you tidy up. Okay, so reduce all of them so that it doesn't take so much space. I will do the same over here. Okay, then with my image I also something cute. Actually, he's actually a fine boy. Okay, so I select all of this and I group them, which is Control G. So that's all you have to do. So after, I will just drop it down a little bit, and this is where I proceed to add my text. And instead of adding all my text and stuff, I will just copy it from here, because I think with adding text, you shouldn't really struggle with that. So I would copy all the text I have over here and I would paste it right here. So which means that I have to reduce the size of this a little bit and bring it to the front. Okay, then maybe even I'll increase it a little bit so that it can look very interesting. Then what I went on to do before that, let me bring this to the front and drop it down. Okay, so you can see it's looking cute. Looking very cute. Okay, so let me not be carried away, because so what we are going to do next is to add this whole thing over here. So let me show you how I did it. So I came to element and I searched for dots. Okay, so dots, and there were so many dots I found, but so this is one of them. I think this is it. So you just search for dot and you should find this. So I just positioned it here, then I duplicated it. And just in case you can hear chickens in the background, don't worry, I live in Africa and this is what happens. And where I live, I'm not in an estate, so don't expect to hear. Oh my goodness, this is so weird. Anyway, so I would reduce the size and select both of them, change the color to white and click, change the color to also white, select both of them rather, and group them. So this is what we have. And what else? I added this one also over here, so I just copy and paste because I think it's something you can do. What I think you can do, I'm not going to stress myself redoing that in terms of adding text and typing out your stuff. So you can see this is very easy, but you realize that I added, okay, my shadow didn't show over here, but to make things look very interesting, what we are going to do is we would ungroup everything, okay, again, and just select the original ring, okay, which is this one. Let me see. Okay, so I've selected the original ring. Then I come to edit image and I choose shadow. Then I click on drop down shadow. Okay, so once I click on drop down shadow, Canva would apply the shadow. Okay, then I click on it again. With the offset, I would increase it so that it draws the shadow away from the ring a little bit. Then I increase the blurriness of it. You can see. Then I would reduce the transparency. Okay, so you can see how this is looking interesting, in which I think that's how to say interesting in French. Okay, so this is what we have, and I think these things are looking too many, especially this one. Let me rather bring it here and reduce. Let me reduce it. Okay, so I think, yeah, this is looking very cute, very sweet, and you can add any additional stuff you want to add. And in my case, I added these XX, on there, so you just can type X, over here. So just type X. Okay, so you should be able to find some X's over here. Then you just duplicate and just be creative when it comes to these things. So that's all I did, and yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you were able to make it to this part of the tutorial, then I must say that I really appreciate you for sticking through from the beginning to this part of the video. And look, there are so many Canva tutorials I have on my channel, and I would highly recommend you to check them. So if you are looking for more future uploads, then I would encourage you to hit on the subscribe button, hit on the bell icon, hit on the like button also to support this video. And yes, the name is Benjamin, and always remember, there is no limit to creativity. I will see you in my next video.